Hello and welcome back to another episode of Engaged. I'm your host Angela Reives, and today I'm joined by Dr. Robert Damm, who recently won the 2019 Community Engagement Award in the category of Scholarship of Engagement. Welcome, Dr. Damm. How are you today?
Great, Angela. Thanks for having me.
Yes, no problem. So before we get in and talk about your project a little bit more, talk about your background and how you ended up here at Mississippi State.
Well, I have a background in music education. I'm a music teacher. And as I was completing my doctorate degree in Texas, started looking for vacancies and saw an announcement about Mississippi State. The announcement indicated that what was needed here is somebody who was a music education specialist and also somebody who was a percussionist. So it was a perfect fit. So I moved here in '95.
Awesome.
Been here 25 years now.
Amazing. So let's talk a little bit about what the Community Drum Circle is and its purpose and goals.
Well, Community Drum Circles is what I call this project, this Community Engaged project, where I facilitate interactive drumming events, which we call drum circles. And the goals of these events are to put people in the moment where they can feel peace or celebrate joy. We also build community and celebrate diversity. And sometimes we even have the intention of healing. So those are the broad goals of our community drum circles.
Right. Okay, so why is community engagement important to your project?
I would like to answer that question by referring to an African philosophy called Ubuntu. And Ubuntu is a philosophy that means to be fully human, I need to serve others. Right. So in the African village, no child would be an orphan, or no visitor would go without a place to stay or a meal. So that idea inspires me so much, and it makes me want to serve the community and think of it almost like a village. And it's expressed with this idea that I am me because of we. So I need to serve you to be the best person that I can be, Ubuntu.
I like that.
Thank you.
So you worked with a few partners for this project. So can you describe some of those partnerships and the impact of those?
Well, there are a lot of different people that I've been collaborating with, and I'm grateful for their support. I'd like to mention a few and kind of tell you about some of the things we do. Joan Milroy, who is a professor emeritus in geosciences here at Mississippi State, is very much involved with the International Fiesta, and that's one of my favorite events of the year. And so she and I collaborate together, and we provide drumming, which contributes to this international flavor of the festival. That's one. I'd like to mention BJ Lejeune in the Center for Blindness and Low Vision. We've done some things together in her department, drumming events for the people that work there and also people who are calling upon their services to help blind and low vision people. I've also collaborated with her in her church to do international cultural events, drumming events, celebrating Black History Month and things like that. Joe Ray Underwood has also been a good partner for me. We annually have an event at his church, Trinity Presbyterian Church, primarily celebrating community, but sometimes unity, diversity, all through drumming, bringing people together. It's not so much about drumming, but drums do have a certain power that they call to people, and they bring people together in a unique way. And I think we all see that in other cultures, but our own culture has not embraced it so much until recently. So We're actually drawing upon these 1,000-year-old technologies of drumming, and then this power of the drum to call us to connect through music. If I could mention just a few more names, I don't want to go on and on with the names, but these people are very important to me. So Bob Fuller, as Friends of the Noxubee Refuge, has invited me to do drum circles there, celebrating Earth Day, celebrating nature. So it's a wonderful setting to have music and nature together. Beautiful celebration. All the way over in Columbus, the music teacher there is Dawn Barham, and we've done events there for her students and also for conferences that she's hosted for other students coming from around the country. And I'll just mention two more. So Kim Kowalski is a professor here at Mississippi State, and her focus is on health and wellness. And there's a lot of research right now coming forward about the healing properties of drumming. So we've been doing events on the drill field, bringing people together, reducing stress. Some of this research is so interesting. The fact that when you're drumming, when you're connected to the drums, it changes your breathing, changes your heart rate, can even change your brain waves. So this science has shown that drumming can have positive healing properties in terms of reducing your stress, and more and more research is coming, and I'll have to tell you about that another time. Finally, I'd like to mention Bert Montgomery, who's a preacher and a professor, and I've done lots of events in the community and in his church. And so those are some of the people I work with, just to show all the different settings, whether it's in a classroom, it's in a community, it's in the park, it's in a church, and all those places are great for interactive drumming.
Right. So I want to go into, how do you get students involved in this process, like in this project?
Well, in some cases, it's just we have drums on the drill field, and we're drumming, and people are walking by and they hear it and they say, can I do that? Yeah, come on in, let's drum. In a more formal way, I have a drum circle class, actually. So it's geared for new students, freshmen and transfers. And it's based on this idea that if students can be in a class where they can make friends, get to know a teacher, then that has amazing results in terms of everything from their GPA to their likelihood to graduate. So that's one of my favorite projects. It's been going for about 7 years now, the drum circle class, and those are some of the ways. Also, sometimes the directors of the residence halls call me. And they say, we need a community building drumming event in our residence hall. And we celebrate diversity, or I guess we have something like, we call it the exam jam, where students are stressed out about studying, and let's take a break. Let's take a break and just beat out our frustrations on the drums. So that's another way students are involved.
Awesome. So I know you talked about the healing properties. What are some other outcomes that you've seen with the project?
I would say that drumming can enhance people's lives in a lot of ways, particularly when we have these collaborations that are so meaningful. Again, we build community, we celebrate diversity, we enhance knowledge about other cultures and music. So those are the main outcomes. I think it's just a unique form of enjoyment, again, drawing on the power of the circle, which brings people together. The circle symbolizing equality and unity. So we're in the circle, we're in the group, powerful. We're in nature, powerful. The drums speak to us, and through the drumming rhythms, we come together and celebrate. So those are the main outcomes.
So where would you like to see the community drum circle go next?
I'm thinking about different populations that I like to work with, and these require, you know, special protocols. The drum circle isn't the same every time. I tailor it to different groups. I've been thinking for a long time that I want to do some service in prisons. So I'd like to be going into prisons. I have done drum circles in youth detention centers and very positive outcomes. I would like to be doing drumming events for veterans. I haven't had the opportunity to bring veterans together and do a drumming event and let them share their experiences as veterans and coming together through drumming. Possibly hospitals, again focusing on the healing element of relaxation, reducing stress, and even considering the fact that the latest research just going to be published, has not yet even been published, is showing that patients in hospitals who come to these weekly drumming events reported feeling less stress and less pain. So I would like to get involved in hospital settings if I could. So that's where I'm going next.
You're right. So that's an awesome plan. So how can our viewers that are watching today learn more about the community drum circles and possibly get involved?
Well, contact me. Contact me. You can find my website on the music department or the university. Through the university's website, go to the music department, find me, send me an email, and we can get involved. Anybody could be a host, and I could be a facilitator. Anything from kind of family gatherings, celebrating birthdays or graduations, healing ceremonies, celebrating life. Sometimes I have drum circles for celebrating a life as part of a funeral, actually. So contact me, and also in general, I'd like to mention Michelle Garraway at the Center for Community Engaged Learning. So she's the coordinator there. You go to the website, you can find out everything that the university's doing, and that's part of your work, I know. And so I would just like to thank Michelle, and thank you, thank the center for acknowledging my program and all the programs that are happening here at Mississippi State, because community engagement is so important.
Thank you so much, Dr. Damm.
Thank you, Angela.
And congratulations on your project. Is there anything else you would like to add briefly?
Let's drum.
Okay, awesome. I love it. So thank you, Dr. Damm, for coming and talking to us today. And thank you for watching. We'll see you again next month.